Company of Heroes 3 is an RTS strategy game with 4 distinct factions, each with their own power recently changed thanks in part to the recent patch, Emerald Bear. Today, I shall be briefly discussing the strongest aspects of each faction and what to focus on if you want to excel in the current 3v3 and 4v4 multiplayer environment. Welcome to the August 2023 Meta Report. Infantry and light vehicle dominance has been CoH3's core gameplay philosophy, but a new king has made itself known after Emerald Bear. Factions and battle groups that can utilize aerial call-ins have been seriously buffed, even with the recent AA patch, leading to the USF dominance over all others. Now, for anyone who's listened to my Meta Report videos for a while now, you'll know the USF has been relegated to the weakest faction within CoH3. A late-game AT gun, high fuel cost for infantry upgrades like grenades or bars, and a high fuel cost for solid armor kept the faction relegated to one-focused strategies like Pathfinders, 76mm Shermans, or recently, Easy 8s. And to be honest, that hyperfixation still remains. But with the aerial buff, the Air Support Center has become the strongest arm of the USF and the newest fixation to sweep the American nation. Available for any battle group, the P-47 Strafing Run and Dive Bomb have become an absolute menace for the Axis. Where once blobs or machine guns could attack without worry, now death comes from the skies at a cheap price of 60 and 70 munitions respectively. The aerial firepower can be doubled with the double sortie upgrade and cheapened with the aerial supply upgrade as well. This cheap, effective, and reliable support center, when coupled with riflemen or even units like the 4x4 truck, can ruin an early game Axis player's day. The strikes can kill infantry, they can kill armor. They are the AoE the USF has been begging for, and now they have it in spades. Finally, all of Relic's focus on fixing pathfinding and mobility acts as a stealth buff for units like the Chaffee that depend on flanking maneuvers. Walls of steel that could chew through infantry, aka the Doc Stug, can easily be sped by and attacked, lessening Doc's power even more. With all that said, the reason why I've held off on a meta report video is I foresee these call-ins being tweaked at the very least, nerfed at the worst case. USF is the best faction in CoH3 right now. For how long that lasts, we will have to see. Now, in second and third respectively are the British and Vermont. Most strategies and playstyles for these two factions really haven't changed all that much, as each have had aerial call-ins. For the British, infantry sections are still immensely powerful and my personal favorite infantry to use in the game for their upgrade diversity. While the British battle groups are not equal in strength, Air and Sea has fantastic specialized infantry and immensely powerful call-ins, making it probably the best battle group in the game. Potent vehicles can turn the tide early or late game, especially the Crusader 2, which is fantastic and a cheap tank to get in mass. They still also have access to the Bishop or chunky vehicles and 17-pounders, meaning they can take and dish out a lot of damage. Access to these items is also easy to get with the recall ability, meaning an early game tank can be traded in for something that packs a bigger punch. Meanwhile, for the Wehrmacht, Luftwaffe battle group proves their ace with strafing runs, loiters, frag bombs alongside specialized infantry like the Fallschirmjäger, overcoming the nerf to pass reliable options like zeroing artillery. They also have access to reliable AA to counter allied domination like the Flak Panzer, but keep in mind this is for a mid-game and late game only. The Wehrmacht overall is a well-diversified solid faction, with access to great units like Jaegers, the Nebelwerfer, MG42, and more. It's just their best can't match what the Allies can do, leaving the biggest change from the last meta report, Doc's current position within the meta. Suffering from a crippling strike to early game, Darksids is the 4th best faction within CoH3. Again, the faction units aren't bad. Gustatori can reduce anything to cinders, Panzer Grenadiers are flexible and offer a wide variety of options, and the 250 light carrier can be highly effective. The problem arises from the competition meeting them in quality, as the American truck can now evenly trade with the 250, for example. Panzer Grenadiers can't scale as quickly or as efficiently as riflemen, and while a Stug or a Blob can win, the buffs to the P-47 and a lack of early AA can end a strong counterattack in its tracks. If Doc can make it to mid or late game, their chances of winning aren't terrible, but it's an uphill battle for a faction that lacks a battle group of equal quality to Air and Sea or the Luftwaffe battle group. So overall in the current meta, I would recommend the following. If you've been ignoring the Americans, give them a shot with the Air Support Center. Grab bars quickly, keep up the pressure with riflemen, and grab a Chaffee to really stick it to the enemy, all the while dropping hell from above. For solid factions with great diversity, the British and Wehrmacht are my second and third options respectively. Each have access to great armor, infantry, call-ins, and the best battle groups in the game. Nothing is as inherently broken as the Americans, but you'll be in for a good time. Finally, if you want a challenge, go with Doc. Keep an eye to the sky when moving blobs, MDs will need to be monitored constantly, and watch your flanks for fast allied armor. You can win, but nothing short of your best will be acceptable. And that concludes the August 2023 Meta Report. Leave your comments below, tell me if you agree with my 3v3 and 4v4 analyses. Until the next major meta shakeup, Leave a like and please subscribe because I'm Greyshot151 and I'll see you all next time.
Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tonybee 95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support and helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.